Hey everyone, today is Friday, the 18th of November. I want to touch on something about context in games. You know, back in the day, you had games like Pac-Man, which really didn't have much of a story. You know, Pong. They were games for the sake of being games, but now we have games for the sake of being a massive time sink, a thing where you will spend a significant amount of your time, much like a book, or in some cases, a movie/movie series. So, when you have games like Mass Effect and Mass Effect 2, where they have these big codexes chock full of information, you can kind of pick your level of detail. Like, if you just want to play the game, by all means, play the game. You'll pick up codex entries as you go, and you just skip over them. You know, whatever. You're there to enjoy the game for being a game. Sure. If you want a little bit of depth, as you go from place to place, what you can do is you can read the information on each planet. It gives you a little bit of what to expect with regards to the atmosphere, the environment, things like that. You know, are you going to be inside of a facility? Are you going to be wearing your helmet? Things like that. And then if you want even more detail, you can kick back and listen to the narrator read the primary articles in the codex to you. They're pretty fantastic. They range from alien species to why things work the way they work, and geopolitical climates, and things like that. And then you get down to, if you want to know everything about the game, you have to pay attention to every conversation, you have to read all the planet information, you have to listen/read the primary articles in the codex, and then there are the secondary articles in the codex. So, you know, even more information. And so, we're in this era of, you know, all I have to do is whip out my smartphone and look things up on the internet. And here we have a game that's literally immersing us in information. It's fantastic. Like, even just 10 years ago, it's going on 10, it's more like 8, 2003 when Knights of the Old Republic came out. There was no codex in that game. You basically did get a lot of information because if you listened to your party members, they would tell you, like, this is what's going on, this is what's going on, here's what I think about this, and things like that. So it was kind of a disguised codex, but really you didn't get any credit for figuring things out. But now we have, you know, Star Wars The Old Republic, DC Universe Online. You have to hunt down the context. Like, a lot of the background information and stuff is in player briefings, is in investigations. And you get rewarded for getting X number of these, but also for finishing out the set, the storyline, if you will. I mean, I'm hearing things I've never heard about before, but then again, I haven't made a habit of reading comics for the last 20 years or so. So, you know, there you go. But I really think this is a fantastic element in the game. I'm really getting into DC Universe Online. I'm really getting into, or at least I can guarantee I'll really get into Star Wars The Old Republic from past experience. You know, I really get into Star Trek Online. They have something very similar in there. It's not necessarily like a pool of information, but on their website they do have a timeline, what's happened since the last movie and stuff like that. And, you know, they started putting it into the game as like a side quest series that gives you a little reward. You can do it once daily. So, yeah, I like being immersed in the worlds that I play in. Was there something similar? I think there was something similar in Final Fantasy 12 and 13. But don't hold me to it, because I haven't played either of them in a while. It's always been tempting to go back to play 12. Always tempting. But anyways, that's it for today. So next time you sit down to play one of your games, think about the setting. Think about how much information they're giving you, and think about how that makes you feel. I'm cool with just blitzkrieging through Mass Effect 2 without reading a lick of stuff, except for the conversations that I have to deal with. But, you know, first couple of times I went through it, I read damn near everything. So, until next time.